Your dog has been waiting for something every single day. Not food, not a walk, not a toy. Something far more important than any of those things, and most owners never give it to them. Not because they don't love their dog, but because nobody ever told them what their dog actually needs to feel loved. Not just fed, not just sheltered, but truly, deeply, emotionally loved. Here is the truth that changes everything. Your dog does not experience love the way you do. They cannot read your intentions. They cannot understand your busy schedule. They cannot feel your love unless you express it in a language their nervous system actually understands. And there are 6 simple things, 6 daily actions that speak directly to your dog's emotional world in a way nothing else can. Most owners do 0 of these intentionally. Some do 1 or 2 by accident. The owners who do all 6, their dogs are different, calmer, more connected, more at peace. The morning acknowledgement. Have you ever rolled out of bed, walked right past your dog, headed straight for the coffee maker, and only acknowledged them 10 minutes later when you finally felt awake enough? Most owners do this every single morning without thinking, and most owners have no idea what it costs their dog emotionally. Here is what most people do not realize. For your dog, the moment you wake up is the most emotionally significant moment of their entire day. They have been waiting, watching, holding their breath in the quietest biological way. Because in your dog's emotional world, the start of a new day with you is an event. It is a reunion, even if you were only in the next room. Research in canine attachment behavior has shown that dogs experience a measurable stress response during periods of separation from their primary owner. Even overnight sleep counts as separation in their nervous system. The moment you reappear, their cortisol drops and their oxytocin surges. Their entire body is primed for reconnection. What you do in that first moment matters more than almost anything else in your dog's day.
Intentional eye contact. How many times do you look at your dog every day without truly seeing them? You glance at them, you notice them in your peripheral vision, you are aware they are there. But genuine, soft, intentional eye contact, the kind where you stop what you are doing, turn to face them, and simply look into their eyes for a few quiet seconds? Most owners do this almost never, and they are missing one of the most powerful bonding tools available to them, one that requires nothing but their attention. This is where the science becomes extraordinary. Studies in canine-human interaction have confirmed that mutual soft eye contact between a dog and their owner triggers a bilateral release of oxytocin in both the human and the dog simultaneously. The same neurological bonding response, the same hormone, the same biological moment of connection, happening in 2 different species looking into each other's eyes. From a behavioral perspective, your dog's brain was shaped over 15,000 years of living alongside humans to respond to your gaze as a primary source of emotional information. When you look at them with soft, warm eyes, their nervous system reads it as safety, as love, as confirmation that everything is right in their world.
Thing 3. The right kind of touch. You pet your dog every day, but are you touching them, or are you truly reaching them? Most owners pet their dog the same way every time. A quick pat on the head, a few rapid scratches behind the ear. Affectionate, yes, but often more about the owner's comfort than the dog's. Fast, distracted, mechanical. Done while watching television or scrolling a phone. And what most owners do not realize is that their dog can feel the difference between touch that is present and touch that is absent, between a hand that is truly there and a hand that is just going through the motions. Research in veterinary neuroscience and animal touch therapy has demonstrated that slow, rhythmic, deliberate stroking activates the parasympathetic nervous system in dogs, the rest and digest response that signals deep safety and calm. Specifically, long, slow strokes along the back, the sides, and the base of the ears lower heart rate, reduce cortisol, and increase oxytocin in ways that fast patting simply does not replicate. Your dog does not just want to be touched, they want to be held in your attention while you touch them. They want the warmth of your full presence in your hands. Once a day, put everything else down. Sit with your dog. Use slow, intentional hands. Move with care. Breathe slowly yourself. And feel your dog settle under your touch as their nervous system recognizes something it has been waiting for all day. Thing 4. Speaking their name with love. Think about how many times you say your dog's name in a single day. To call them for dinner, to stop them from doing something, to get their attention when you need them to move. Functional, practical, necessary. But how many times do you say their name for no reason at all except to make them feel seen? This is where most owners make a quiet mistake they never notice. Over time, a dog's name becomes associated almost entirely with commands, corrections, and expectations. Their name becomes a signal that something is about to be required of them, and their nervous system begins to respond to it with a low-grade alertness rather than with warmth and ease. Studies in classical conditioning and canine language processing have shown that dogs associate the emotional tone and context of name usage with specific emotional states. A name spoken in a warm, soft, unhurried tone with no follow-up command creates a pure positive association. The dog's name becomes a sound that means you are loved, nothing is required, you are simply wonderful for existing. Once a day, find your dog when they are relaxed. Say their name softly, just once, with warmth, with a small smile, with nothing attached to it. No sit, no come, no command of any kind. Thing 5. Undivided playtime. When did you last play with your dog? Truly play, with your whole self in it, with no phone nearby, no television on, no part of your mind somewhere else. Most owners play with their dog while distracted. They throw a ball and check a notification. They engage for 30 seconds and then drift. They are physically present, but emotionally somewhere else, and their dog notices every single time. Here is what most owners do not understand about play. For your dog, play is not just fun. It is not just exercise. Play is the language of trust. It is how pack animals test and deepen their bonds. It is how your dog learns that you are not just their caregiver, but their partner, their companion, someone who chooses to be joyful with them. Research in canine social behavior and developmental psychology has shown that regular interactive play between a dog and their owner produces measurable increases in dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin in the dog, a neurochemical cocktail of happiness, trust, and deep biological bonding. Dogs who engage in regular owner-led play show significantly lower anxiety, better emotional regulation, and stronger attachment security than dogs who exercise alone or with other dogs exclusively. Your presence in the play is the ingredient that cannot be replaced. 10 minutes, that is all. 10 minutes of pure, undivided, fully present play every single day. Get on the floor. Use a toy they love. Be silly. Be loud. Be completely there. Let yourself be as joyful as they are. Thing 6. The nightly wind-down ritual. And now we arrive at the 6th thing, the last one. The one that takes less than 60 seconds and leaves your dog carrying something extraordinary into their sleep.
Most owners end the day with their dog the same way they began it, without intention. The lights go off, everyone finds their spot, sleep happens, and the day closes without any moment specifically designed to tell your dog today was good because you were in it. What most owners do not realize is that dogs, like humans, have a nervous system that processes the emotional tone of their day as they wind down toward sleep. Research in sleep behavior and emotional memory consolidation in animals suggests that the emotional state a dog enters sleep in significantly influences their overnight stress levels, their dream content, and the emotional baseline they wake with the next morning. The way you close your dog's day matters. It does not need to be complicated. It needs to be consistent and warm. Find your dog before you sleep. Sit beside them or kneel next to them. Place your hand gently on their side. Feel them breathe. Say their name once, softly, and simply be still with them for 30 to 60 seconds. That is it. That is the whole ritual. But what happens inside your dog in those 60 seconds is not small. Their heart rate slows, their breathing deepens, their nervous system registers the most important information it will process all day. My person is here. I am safe. Today was a good day. I am loved.